My brother told me not to show up. My parents laughed while I stood there holding the invitation ID paid for. I walked away that night with nothing but my dignity. 4 days later, the news came in, and suddenly, everyone remembered my name. But by then, I didn't need their apology. I had already moved on and built something they could never destroy. If you've ever been the forgotten one in your family, you'll understand this. Growing up, I wasn't the favorite child, not even close. That was my brother Ethan, the golden boy, the one with straight A's, a football trophy, and parents who thought the sun rose and set with his smile. And me, I was just there. I was the kid who made dinner when Mom forgot, the one who stayed quiet when Dad yelled. I wasn't rebellious, just invisible. My parents never really saw me. They saw Ethan's sister, not me, Amelia. It became a pattern. Every success I had, they compared it to Ethan's. If I got a job, Ethan makes more. If I bought a car, Ethan's is newer. Still, I tried. I showed up at every birthday, every graduation, every hospital visit, even when they forgot mine. But the last straw came 2 years ago. Ethan was getting engaged. Big family celebration. Fancy venue, catered dinner, 200 guests. I'd been saving money from my small photography business to buy him a thoughtful gift. A framed photo ID taken of our childhood home, restored and printed beautifully. When the invitation came, it didn't even have my name, just +1 guest. Optional. That hurt. But I told myself it didn't matter. Family is family, right? Then, for days before the event, Ethan called, "Hey, listen, Amelia, Mom and Dad think it's better if you don't come." I froze. What? Why? It's just your business, the whole situation. We don't want it to be awkward. What situation? I asked, even though I knew. He hesitated. You know, the loan thing. Mom says it looks bad when you talk about struggling. Just sit this one out, okay? I was quiet for a moment, trying to breathe past the lump in my throat. I wasn't going to make a scene, Ethan. I just wanted to celebrate with you. He sighed. Don't make this harder than it is. Everyone's already stressed. Just don't show up then. He hung up. I called my parents, hoping they'd talk sense into him. My dad laughed. Sweetheart, just give it a rest. You always make everything about you. And my mom added, Ethan's starting a new life. Don't ruin his day. You can celebrate later, quietly, quietly. That word stuck with me. I'd been quiet my whole life, while they praised him, while they mocked me for trying to be creative, while they borrowed money from me, money I never saw again. That night, I sat alone on my couch, staring at the gift I'd made for him, a beautiful wooden frame with our childhood home in golden light. I wrapped it carefully, put it in my closet, and told myself I was done chasing their approval. The engagement party came and went. I didn't call. I didn't check social media. I went out for a drive instead, something I used to do when I felt too small. Local business owner under investigation for fraud, Ethan's face, right there on the home page. Apparently, the company he'd been working for, the one Dad bragged about endlessly, had been caught in a massive embezzlement scheme. Ethan wasn't the mastermind, but he was part of the financial team, enough to make headlines. And the best part, the house he was buying, the one my parents helped pay for, was frozen under investigation. The same parents who said I made them look bad were now on the news defending a son accused of financial crime. I didn't laugh. I didn't post anything. I just sat there quietly, sipping my coffee, thinking maybe karma listens after all. 2 weeks later, I got a call. Mom, Amelia, honey, we haven't talked in a while. How are you? Her voice was careful. Too careful. "I'm fine, Mom. Busy." "Why?" "Well, things have been hard. Your brother's in a mess. We were hoping maybe you could help. You're good with paperwork, right? Maybe talk to the lawyer." I couldn't help but smile. Not cruelly, just finally free. "You told me not to show up. Remember? Silence, Mom." "I didn't mean it like that. You did, but it's okay. I'm doing fine on my own." I hung up before she could finish. And for the first time in my life, I didn't feel guilty for putting myself first. In the months that followed, I poured my heart into my photography business. Word of mouth grew. I started doing weddings, portraits, even brand shoots. One day, a major publication featured one of my photos, a candid shot titled "The Quiet One." It went viral. Suddenly, the same family that once told me to stay quiet was seeing my name in magazines. Ethan eventually got probation. My parents went into debt, paying legal fees, and I finally felt peace. I never gloated. I never said, "I told you so." Because revenge wasn't in their downfall. It was in my rise. Last Christmas, I sent a package to my parents. Sometimes, walking away is the loudest revenge. I didn't destroy them. They did that themselves. I just stopped trying to fix what never saw my worth. And once I did, life started speaking for me. So if you're where I was, quiet, invisible, unwanted, keep going. One day, they'll hear your silence louder than their laughter ever was. Inside was the framed photo of our old house, the same one D made for Ethan. On the back, I wrote one sentence: "Thank you for teaching me what silence can build." I didn't sign it. I didn't need to. They'd know.